8.5-point favorite in this game, and I think it's for good reason. At Houston versus Butler, by the way, for that game. Yeah, that's what I got. So I want you to pay attention to one guy tonight or this afternoon.
Okay.
Marcus Sasser for the Houston Cougars. Kid is phenomenal. He's the 8th leading scorer in the country, and this team of his is special. Like, this is a Final Four type team, depending on the bracket, how they get it. They're that good, and their defense is a great, great defense. I think Butler has struggled. They got punched in the mouth hard by Michigan State in their last game. Well, lost by 21, I think. And I think Marcus Sasser in Houston puts on a show in the very first game. I think they win double digits easy in this first game against Butler, the Maui Invitational. So I'm going to take Houston minus 8.5 in first round of the Maui Invite.
I love the last name Sasser.
It is. It's pretty solid, isn't it?
There's a Bud Sasser who played for Mizzou, I believe.
Mm-hmm. He is. You're just a Sasser lady. You're a Sasser girl.
See, it's sassy, Sasser, love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm heading over, Arky, to the NBA. The Hornets, who are 10-8, 4-6 on the road, at the Wizards, who are 11-5, 7-1 at home. The Wizards are currently third in the East. Hornets are just 2 spots below them at number 5. Wizards are the 3.5-point favorite as it stands, with a total of 215. The Hornets have had a bit of a wonky season. They started November losing 5 straight, followed by a hot streak of winning 5 straight after that, before their loss to Atlanta this Saturday. The Wizards have been a little more consistent, having won 6 of their last 10. The Hornets are averaging 112.3 points per game, with Miles Bridges leading the way for Charlotte, averaging 21.6 points per game. Washington is consistently putting up 106 points per game, while Bradley Beal leads the Wizards in scoring at 23.7. As for the trends, Charlotte is 1-6 against the spread in their last 7 road games and 5-1 against the spread in their last 6. Meanwhile, the Wizards are 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 home games. So, do we make it 5? With that said, I'm going to roll with the Wizards at home, minus 4.5. But as for the total, the under is 5-1 in Charlotte's last 6 and 8-1 in Washington's last 9. So, while I'm not going to take it, I would lean the under here of 215.
I'm going to add a little bedlam action into your face already on this Monday. Get you ready for the weekend. Oklahoma and Oklahoma State this weekend. Oklahoma State's a 3.5-point favorite, and for good reason. Oklahoma is switching quarterbacks yet again, like they're just pulling dudes. I don't know how Lincoln Riley's getting away with it, to be honest with you. I think it's a byproduct of the conference itself and the level of competition. But they've been in some dangerous matchups they probably shouldn't have been this season. They're going to go into a good Oklahoma State team who, if you haven't been paying a ton of attention to them, they are completely different than what you expected Oklahoma State to be over the last decade under Mike Gundy. They're doing it all with their defense. They are a much more conservative, pro-style type offense as opposed to their spread-out offense that they used to be. And they're doing it all with defense. Literally, they're top 10 in all the major categories: rush defense, pass defense, scoring defense, total defense. Like, they are a machine on that side of the ball. And they're already into the Big 12 championship game, and they want badly to win this game because Mike Gundy never wins this game. He never wins this game. Now, Oklahoma still needs a win or a Baylor loss to get into the Big 12 championship game. I know they're going to be super motivated, but I don't know if motivation is going to matter that much for Oklahoma. I think they're a flawed team who, when they go up against better defensive teams, they struggle. I think Oklahoma State is a very interesting play to pay attention to. Let's watch this number through the week. I'm not ready to make a pick on it yet, but I am saying that the 3.5 may be coming a little closer to Oklahoma, and you might be able to get this a little cheaper at the end of the week.
Okay. Love the good Bedlam rivalry. OU, by the way, did not let me down this weekend like we thought they might. Got the win over Iowa State, so that made me very happy. That was part of my good weekend.
Yeah, very good weekend. Yeah.
All right, I'm looking at the Vikings, who are 5-5, 2-3 on the road, at the 49ers, who are 5-5, 1-4 at home. San Francisco is the 2.5-point favorite right now with a total of 48.5. Vikings are currently sitting in second behind Green Bay in the NFC North, while the 49ers find themselves in the third spot in the NFC West. I feel like this one could be a sneaky, or I don't know, not so sneaky good game. These two teams kind of feel like they have similar seasons. By the way, the Vikings have had 3 games go into overtime where they've gone 1-2 in those games. In addition to having somewhat similar seasons, they are also similar on paper. The Vikings are averaging 25.5 points, 49ers at 24.6. Minnesota is allowing an average of 24.4, while San Francisco is averaging 22. Both teams are coming off back-to-back wins. Minnesota's obviously over a good Packers team, and the 49ers had a big win over the Rams in that Monday night game, picking up their first home win and then rolling over Jacksonville this past weekend by 20, as they should. I don't even need to see the trends for this one. I'm feeling the Vikings in this game on the road at plus 2.5. I have more faith in Kirk Cousins than I do Jimmy G, who finished with 341 passing yards and 3 touchdowns in Sunday's game against the Packers. And for what it's worth, the Vikings have covered 3 games in a row. The Vikings are an incredibly stressful team to watch, but as a Chiefs fan, that is obviously where I thrive. So I'm rolling with Minnesota in this one. As for the total, the Vikings have exceeded the number in 3 of their last 5, and the 49ers are 1-4 in reaching this total in their last 5. So basically, since I don't know what to do with the total, I'm just going to stay away from it and take the Vikings as the dogs on the road.
God bless you, 2K, really. The Vikings have bit me in the ass the last month. I'm tired of it. I'm not dealing with it anymore. Look, Kirk Cousins is a historically average 500 against the spread quarterback. If I would play anything, he's due to come back against the spread, and I would take San Francisco. But I'm done. I'm done having Kirk bite me in the backside like that. I'm done. I'm done with it. Screw you, Minnesota.
Fair. That's fair. I haven't dabbled with Minnesota yet this year, so I'm going to see how it goes.
Yeah, all right. Well,
it might just be a one-game thing.
Yeah, I'll root for you, but if we come back on Monday and the Vikings lost by 14, I'll tell you why.